kind of curious if any of my videos has helped anybody out there, for real, for real. You know, not making it up, like actually help them for real, for real. Besides these videos helping just me, like mainly my videos are for my own healing and therapy, mostly. But I think I would take things a lot more seriously and maybe try harder if my videos were actually helping somebody out there for real, for real. I think that would make a difference in my attitude, um, from a bad negative attitude to more of a hopeful attitude. Um, I do think it would make a difference with my efforts, my healing efforts, um, from where I stand now. So I was just curious if my videos has helped anyone for real, for real. And on another note, I am very close to 100 subscribers. One more subscriber, and we will have the biggest party of all time that we have ever had. And it'll probably just be a really good pizza. And we're going to watch The Matrix, because the Matrix movie is very fitting, in my opinion, to things out there trying to suck your power and energy off the real people, you know. Very fitting, you know, in my opinion. So some movies are not that far off. Matrix is one of them. Anyways, that's all I wanted to say. It's just like, yeah, if my videos have helped anybody for real, like in any way, I would like to know, because I doubt myself that I can heal all the way, and everybody knows I doubt myself that I can heal all the way. Like, I took a lot of damage, and that's why I thought God could never heal me, because I took so much damage. You know, it's just like there was just too much, too much I went through. You know, like I did hit a point in life where I'm like, there's no way Jesus went through this. You know, literally. But that was at my worst. That was at my worst position in life, for sure, is when I said that to myself. I'm like, there's no way God went through this. You know what I mean? I did say that. It was that much pain all at once. It was just a combination of everything I went through all at once. You know, it's when I said that, you know, it's just like, there's no way God went through this. So, anyways, but God may have gone through a part of it so far, you know, because I do admit that I've healed a little bit over the last few years. That cannot be refuted. So it is possible that God has been through more than anybody, and it's legit. It's possible, because I know how deep and how messed up I was at a certain point. You know, I know how messed up they made. You know, I was pretty gone. I was gone. You know, they like took the whole soul out of me. You know, there was nothing in my body, basically. Anyways, but yeah, I was just curious if my videos have helped anybody for real, because it would help myself with my healing for sure, because that kind of stuff motivates me. You know what I'm saying? If I've helped a real person for real, and not, you know, when when a narcissist talks, it doesn't mean anything. But when a real person talks and says you helped them, that means something. So if I helped a real person out there for real, then that would help me to know that maybe maybe there is something to these videos helping other people, but they were mainly for me, first and foremost, to help myself and coach myself on certain things that I went through and certain topics, and kind of analyze what I saw, what I experienced, what I was around, what type of narcissist I was around. I don't think, and I said this today, I don't think I was around low class narcissists for most of my life. I don't think my parents, actually, I know my parents are not the low class. They may not be ultras, but they're definitely not the lower functioning narcissists. Definitely not. They're never. My parents are definitely not at the bottom of narcissists as far as that goes. Like the lower class, definitely not. They're good. Especially one of them is pretty good. As far as like, one of them can put you in a trance. So one of my parents can, and that's the one I fear the most. As far as that goes, because that's why they're deadly. Is that trance effect, that anesthesia putting you to sleep effect. One of them has that ability to do that. So that's why I'm afraid of that one the most because of that. Because the false character that is portrayed is likable, really likable. So that's why they're deadly. But you got to remind yourself that false character is not them. That's not the real them. You got to remember that. So, anyways, that's all I want to say. Because like, it would make a difference in my efforts, I think, and my outlook of like having some hope. Because I was in a hopeless scenario from a young age. Like, I'll be blunt, like, they taught me despair. If there's one thing the narcissist taught me, it was despair. Hopeless situation that I felt locked into, I didn't know how to get away from. True despair. I felt, that's what I learned was despair. So if I can get to a point where I don't feel that way of the future being despairing, that would be pretty good. To have more of a positive outlook and not be such in a despair mode, like, oh, I'm just going to run into another narcissist and they're going to fuck me over kind of mentality, or that kind of thing, maybe more of a positive outlook. If I know I'm helping somebody that is a real person, that does make a difference in my healing, for sure. Because I haven't really cared about a whole lot ever since my my best friend died. I haven't really cared about a whole lot. I survived. I stayed alive. Like I was told to by him, but I never really enjoyed life. Since his death, I had never really took life seriously since his death. Like, and I definitely didn't take God seriously. Based on my past experience in religion and around religious narcissists, I thought God was one of them. Like I said, I thought He was in support of them, and I was just the outcast fuck up. And that's how God felt about me. I truly felt that for a lot of my life, because I was cut out of a lot of things in that religion. I was cut out of the higher class stuff. The higher class group. The in crowd. Even though they're all hypocrites, I was cut out of all that stuff to make me feel like I was less than human, just some nobody on the planet, And they did that very successfully. They dehumanized me pretty well. They definitely did that. If anything they've done as far as making me feel a certain way, it's dehumanized and like a zero, and like that I don't exist. Even though I'm standing right in front of them, I don't exist. That's how they made me feel, like I was totally erased. They did that very effectively. And That's how I felt for most of my life, really. Just thinking of myself that way, that they thought that they treated me as like I'm just some nobody. It doesn't count for anything, and I'm just here to be their scapegoat punching bag, and that's it. And then that's all I'm here for. That's how I felt. That's how they made me feel. But anyways, I would like to know if I've helped anybody for real, and not just making it up for real. Not just saying it, but actually for real helping, because that would make a difference for me and my healing. Because I don't know if I can heal all the way. I never thought I could, and I don't really believe that God can heal me all the way, if I'm honest. So there's two hopeless things right there, So it helps me to keep going. You know what I mean? If I'm helping somebody out there uh, that's in a bad situation, because I've been in bad situations. I know how bad it can get, especially when you're trapped in a house with them. I know how bad it can get for you. So I know how that goes. If I can get someone out of that hostage situation somehow, some way, that would be the ultimate, is just to get them out of that hostage situation that they're in, because it is a hostage situation. They isolate you on purpose. They take out all your friends. Uh, they do all these things to isolate you on purpose and make you like, they corner you in a house, and they do whatever they want to you basically from that point on. And you can't say anything because no one will believe you, and because they put on this great front to the public. I've been in that position of being that person that's caught in a house with a couple of these monsters. So I know what it's like to be in that position and not know how to get out, and not know how, if you're ever going to get out, and if you just kind of give up on your hopes and dreams of life because you're just this slave. You're just this hostage to these people. But if I can get people out of that position and get them going on a healing road, to a free life, a free thinking life where no one tells them what to do, no one's targeting them, that would be ideal. No one's controlling them. That would be ideal. So that's all I want to say, and I will talk to you later.